Let's get it.
Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the right. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Plows through the defense. A confident.
You know what time it is, gang.
Up to the 44.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The Buckeyes get enough for the first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Once he got loose, it was all over. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Running back searching for a hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for room. It's Judkins. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Second and goal coming up. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're going to throw it again. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, come on now, O-line. Got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Gonna take a shot. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Did I get moved back up? I don't want to hear no retained division bullshit. Oh my fucking god. Maybe. Hey. I've lost 3 teams before going all American and they moved me up, dude. Now all of a sudden they do the same to do this shit.
As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the #4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Gain of 16. First down for the offense.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Caught near the sticks. It's Scott. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The give from the gun. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the ground, it's Blue. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 38 set to kick this one. Texas.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter.
Ohio State 14, Texas 0.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his...
We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. Uh-oh. We only 3. So let me just make sure you're up. We only 3 went away from 300. Wins away from 300.
Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Volunteers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quick release by the QB. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
He's got it on the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for the offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what?
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Finds a man in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. And the Vols have enough for the first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
And what a good job by the pass rush, getting to the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You've got to get quarterback hits.
Still on his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He'll do it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Vols want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass. It's Howard. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
On the move at the 30. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Ohio State! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. After run, now throw. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's White. Across the 25. He's got room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Coming after it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown ball. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Hands it off. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
With the game tied.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Sampson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
To throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. burst forward. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Vols in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown Volunteers! And that one will give them the lead. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage.
Looking for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown Buckeyes.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Smashes through the tackle. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown hit.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
With the catch, it's Sampson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got his man all by himself. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
from the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. Hard running there.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
Don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. So here comes our first play of overtime. He'll keep it himself. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, I love running quarterbacks, but I get it when people are conservative about it because this is why. Because they do have a tendency to fumble the football more. They don't work on those drills every day like running backs, taking care of that thing, wrapping it up, and you can see it there, and he coughed it up.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. They'll try the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Oh, yeah. Say less. Tell him I got him next after this game.
Here comes the offense on first down. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. At the 35, he's open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Milroe. A little screen to the running back. Good, solid tackle.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Tackle is made after the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Milroe. He'll take a shot. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. The give out of the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They got him working run, but they're going to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run the option. Shakes off a tackler. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Throws for the tight end. Got it! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway, because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner is stopped. Let's see what he can do. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Comes out throwing on first down. Moving away from pressure. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to pass. It's Milroe. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Hold and fire complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Floats it out in space. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Getting some heat. Caught over the middle. It's Smith.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. He's got his man. Touchdown, Ohio State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside. That's about as easy as it can get.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense.
I'm just running inside real
Trailing
quick.
down by 17, David. This is an opportunity they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this.
I'm gonna be right back, chat. Right back. I'll be right back, chat. Right back.
And at least put something.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
All right, let's get
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
fuck.
Fires to the right.
I wasn't.
Makes a connection.
No, I was sleeping and shit.
Explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense playing a bail technique. They go to the ground. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 24, Alabama 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Grabs it in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He wants to pass it on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pulls his way forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. The hand to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Hey, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Tripped up for the tackle. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Wants to throw on third down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. The 40. Bust through behind his pad. And a big return here as they finally get him down. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And he'll bring it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense getting set for first down. Snap it to the back. Showing off the arm. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Running back goes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Yeah.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Well, your opponent can't beat you you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A first down for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A strike downfield. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot. the way, find this guy early and often.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Howard. Got the back over the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man quickly. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The snap sets up to throw. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go to the air. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Yeah, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got a man. It's Ibuka. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw. It's complete. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, really nice catch there, getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Back to the air one more time. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a grab for the score.
Number 2 with the grab and the score.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Trying the left side. Alabama will get the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
So crazy.
First down to start the drive after the break.
I'm ready 7 downs. I believe in
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Howard. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Ibuka. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ibuka. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. Smashes it between the uprights. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So, Dave, how many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese?
So behind you everywhere.
Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Both teams have been building toward this one for a while, and it is here. A top 5 clash between two powers. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. On the move. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
To the air. It's Beck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. He's got it, and they convert. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Lovett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Looking for a man. It's back. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Now on first down from the 40.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Georgia 0.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, but not able to connect there.
Give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, stick it to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
With the catch, it's Lovett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. rush to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Looking for the score. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Release to the back. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Georgia going up tempo. Leaves it with the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Trying to get to it. Touchdown, dog! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He slings it deep to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Catch in the middle. It's Scott. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up in the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. On the run, it's Henderson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Ibuka. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. What a good run there. He has enough.
I got blunt rolled already.
All right, let me pee real quick. I got to piss like a motherfucker.
Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, we have two of college football's elite meeting force with force in a battle of top 5 teams as two squads square off, looking to hit their stride. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
She got to be drunk. She hadn't taken her dinner for 6.
The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snares it outside, it's Henderson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets him to the 39-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
on the play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ibuka.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw on second down. Now adjusting. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a crumble. It'll be third down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback checking the play. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Quick strike complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Ibuka. They get him down after he makes the catch. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 7, Ohio State 0.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Ducks want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Looking for a huge play. Snags it down the right side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
You know I'm be gone all day,
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love?
You know I'm be gone all day, right?
They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
What do you mean?
He's back to throw
I'm good.
on second down. Floating away.
Good. I'm saying, I'm good. Good. I'm just saying, don't make the rotel. I'm gonna be going to
Look out there, that guy's really good. I'm gonna find ways to get him, but I gotta take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Touchdown Ducks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.